From WAFB, your #1 local news station, this is 9 News.
Well, thank you for joining us for 9 News at 4. I'm Tisha Powell.
And I'm Elizabeth Vowell. You can see we got team coverage for you this afternoon with Johnny Asian keeping us updated on the road closures. We will get to you, Johnny, in just a minute. But first, let's start with our Jay Grimes, who's in the First Alert Weather Center. Jay, what's the latest?
Well, the latest is not all that good, really. It didn't get nearly as warm as we'd hoped. Of course, last night we had the icing that we didn't anticipate, at least to the degree that it occurred. Now, you see the blue skies overhead, but check out the flags over the old river landing whipping away. Winds really haven't settled down at all this afternoon. We're hoping they're going to do it later this evening, but it may take a while. And there's your high for the day. Yeah, I was thinking mid-upper 30s today. We only got out of above freezing at 2:30. So we've only been above freezing for about an hour and a half. 33, feeling like 24, and you see the winds sustained at 12 with gusts nearly double that at 21. And yeah, those winds will subside a bit as we get into the evening and overnight tonight. Now, here we go again, another freeze watch, a hard freeze watch, statewide this time, and that goes into effect at 6 and extends until the mid-morning tomorrow. Going to be another brutally cold night. Wind chills across the area as well. Wind chill advisory. It also kicks in at 6 and goes until 10 a.m. You get the idea. In fact, tomorrow morning is actually going to be colder than it was earlier this morning. The one difference is at least it won't be quite as windy. Nothing going on in the region, though. The front has moved on off to the east. We say goodbye to that. Here you go as you work your way through the evening and overnight tonight. Notice these numbers dropping down by midnight. We're already down in the low 20s into the teens for the early morning hours. I've got a morning start for tomorrow of 16 degrees for the Red Stick. Yeah, that is not a record, believe it or not, but it is incredibly cold. Hard freeze for tomorrow morning, light freeze for Thursday. Thursday afternoon, a couple of showers. And look at the warm up as we go from Wednesday into Thursday. We're on the roller coaster, and that ride will continue right into the weekend. I'll show you that in just a few.
Some frigid numbers, Jay. Thank you. Well, hour by hour, the list of Wednesday school closures is growing.
Yeah, take a look at your screen. So far, East Baton Rouge, Zachary, East and West Feliciana, Iberville, Ascension, Point Coupee, West Baton Rouge, Livingston, and St. Mary's school systems have all canceled classes for tomorrow.
And the closures go beyond those school systems. There's a number of private and charter schools that have canceled classes. Our team is working to keep this story up to date as a tool for you. You can find a full list on WAFB.com and on the 9 News app.
And it goes without saying that the whole state is impacted by this freeze. This is video from Shreveport showing snow-covered roads. This is video now from New Orleans, and this is DOTD crews. They're trying to clear the roads from ice earlier today. East Baton Rouge crews did the same earlier today, Tisha.
And those iced over roads caused many road closures in and around our parts of town. Johnny Asian has been keeping an eye on them throughout the day. Johnny, what can you tell us?
Hi, Tisha. I was hoping to tell you that it was a lot better than it is right now. We still have some closures to tell you about in the immediate Baton Rouge area. We were watching this off and on all day. In fact, I was driving around and doing a Facebook Live earlier today to kind of give you an idea that Baton Rouge wasn't hit as hard as North Louisiana, but we still have some closures. In fact, I-10 Bridge is open on the westbound side only, going toward Port Allen. Coming from Port Allen, still closed. US 190, the old bridge is open. Sunshine Bridge is open. Chaffalaya Basin is still closed, so all that I-10 traffic going west across the just opened bridge is going to be forced off at LA 415. Bonnie Carey now is open toward New Orleans, and the Pontchartrain Causeway north and southbound open. Those are not expected to close again tonight. Couple of quick shots. Here's the bridge. This is traffic going westbound, which was just recently opened. This is eastbound, but they're still evaluating that. That's on the the Port Allen side of the bridge right there. And then this is where all that traffic's going to be forced off at LA 415. Although, wait a minute, this looks like just this very second, right now, it looks like they are opening it toward the west. I'll let you know in just a second if they're getting off at Gross Tate or if they're going to go ahead and go across the basin. Right now, technically, they're telling me to tell you the basin is closed. Guys?
All right, Johnny, and actually, as you were talking, we did send out a push alert that the Basin Bridge is open between I-49 and LA 415. We'll look for that update for you in just a few. And it is even, by the way, too cold for the garbage trucks in East Baton Rouge. The city parish canceled that service today, you probably noticed, but officials did say that trash pickup and recycling services will resume as scheduled after today.
And we want to let you know that local shelters are opening up for folks who need a warm, safe place to stay during this cold weather. St. Vincent de Paul is opening its doors for people to stay warm. Here in Baton Rouge, the shelter is open right now. It's open to men, women, and children the entire week.
And here's the really scary part about when things get cold. 9 people were forced out of a house after a house fire this morning. This is video of the aftermath of the scene. It was on Byron Avenue.